Welcome to Trouble Talk 242. This is your boy Mullis International. We right here experiencing season number 11. I think it's once in Spanish, in Espanol. Once. All right. So anyways, before you do anything, I want you guys to like, vibe, and subscribe to our channels. We're definitely going to get into it. And before I introduce our guest for today, I just want to shout out everybody who's celebrating, who's in a celebratory spirit, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, honeymoon, you just got out of jail, you just graduated, you broke up with your dog, or whatever it is. We here to celebrate with you, and I just letting you know, all right? And I also want to add this in. I want to apologize. I want to be an apologetic person for those people who don't know how to apologize. So, miss, if he do you wrong, and he didn't know how to say sorry, I apologize for him. Let the man sleep back in the couch, all right? Don't put him out no more. Anyways, before we get started with our guests, I just want to shout out our sponsors. So, here we go.
Start or end your day with a sunrise or sunset affirmation beach massage with Angel's Rest. Here, the rhythm of the waves meets intentional words that reset your mind and body. It's not just a massage, it's a gentle reset that grounds you in peace, clarity, rest, and quiet confidence before the world asks anything of you. Call us today at 822-REST. Your rest is our priority.
All right, welcome back to Trouble Talk 242. So I want to introduce my guest for today, because this is the Manga Dog, baby. Here with Bahamian Trae. He has called me the Manga Dog, but he is the Manga Dog. I haven't seen you been doing some big things. What's going on, Trae?
Everything blessed, my bro. Much respect, Mr. Manga Dog. Everything good with you, though?
Yeah, man. I good. I just want you to let people know who Bahamian Trae is before I get into some questions. I have some questions for you. But before that, just give us a brief mull over who Bahamian Trae is, because you won't just come about. You've been doing your thing for a little while. And so I just want you to give a little bit of, who you are.
Hey, Bahamian Trae. It's one way.
One way.
Let me elaborate just a little bit more. I can leave it right there. But Bahamian Trae is a multi-hyphenate, definitely artist, entertainer. I do acting. I write, you know what I mean? And I would say more so for sure, just an overall entertainer in many different respects. And yeah, Bahamian Trae is also a lover of Bahamian history.
I thought you were gonna say lover boy, and that would have because that was in my head. I thought that's where you was going. I was like, okay, he actually said, but go ahead. Sorry,
a Trae would be the lover boy, but
I got you.
Bahamian Trae is
professional.
Is the other guy.
He's the professional.
Is the one way.
And that's the thing. The one way is correct, and that's the thing. So I have guests who separate, especially entertainers, who separate their entertainment life from their personal life. And I actually appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that, hey, this is who you getting when you out in public, and this is who you get if you get intimate with me, if you get in a close proximity. Mm-hmm. And so I actually admire when people are able to do that. They think we crazy, but I get it.
I actually think it's important to create a separation because especially example, what we're talking about now as Bahamian Trae, when it comes to the decisions that, let's say, down to the nitty gritty, certain things that need to be understood is to be honest, I'll tell you, there are things that a Trae would have never done, but after, of course, creating Bahamian Trae is okay, you would see where there are decisions that, of course, again, would have to be made as Trae versus, a Trae.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, the first time, before I get into the questions, the first time I would have seen you in person, you was with your group.
Yeah.
You was with Exile. That's the name of the group. You was with
That
Exile.
was the
Yo,
name
Young
of the
Boys then.
that was the name of the former label, yeah. And a lot of people describe it as a group, even though it was called Exile Media Group. However, it was more so the label and not like the name of the group. Because we
Y'all
technically
had a name of y'all.
and that's another thing. We technically weren't a group. Like we just
It's
used
three
to
guys doing their thing.
we just used to perform together at times. Like just I mean, while the label was together, we would sometimes perform on shows together separately and stuff like that. But of course, whenever we all were together, it was awesome. By the way, a lot of people don't know that speaking on in fact Exile Media Group, there were more than 3 of us a part of the label. Shot
always
for being
thought it
also
was-
one of the other artists that were a part of Exile Media Group.
Okay. See, so you used to see 3, but then at one point, and this just me being ignorant to it. So there was, I think, not a replacement, but it was 3, and then it was another 3. But it was the same 2 and then another person. Or it was 4 of y'all at one point. And I was like, okay, maybe it's 4 of them and not 3, or maybe someone added on. That's just me, probably thinking back too far, but don't worry about that. And Shadford wasn't a part of that I knew of. I knew Shadford separately.
But nonetheless, from about, let's say, maybe 2016, 2017, Shadford was
Good to know,
most
good to know,
certainly
good
a
to know.
part
Shout
of
out Shadford doing his
Exile
thing as a
Media Group.
Bahamian artist. And yeah.
And there's another artist that goes by the name of Maestro. He was also a part of Exile Media. And then there were people that were in different capacities, separate from music, that were a part of Exile Media Group as well.
All right. That was, I think it was in, where were we? Andres?
May have been Elutra, because I know. And you from
No,
Elutra?
but
You
I'm
ain't
from
Elutra?
Eleuthera, but you guys didn't come to my hometown. We were all
Where
in a different
where are you from
place.
exactly in Elutra?
I grew up in Rock Sound. My dad's people are from Green Castle. So I mean Rock Sound and Green Castle. I'm like
Well, we
cut
traveled to
between two of those, come
Elutra
on.
like multiple times for sure.
no,
though.
but this time when I first met you guys, y'all didn't see. You probably didn't even recognize that this is the same Mullers. We was with, you know who we was with? It was us and the late great
MDs?
MDs.
It had to be Andres then.
That was
it
Andres
possibly
because it was my
Andres.
first time in Andres.
Okay, so
And I brought y'all on stage. And we was all in this car. We was in this van or something. Y'all's in the back.
never.
Yes,
You,
y'all
like you
was-
taking me back now. So watch out. Let me see if I can describe the stage. Was the stage like not that big, but it was like a decent
Yeah,
sized
this is
stage?
outside. Like we said, we was still regatta or homecoming or something like
Because
that.
see, we also went to Andres like multiple times as well, and I trying to figure out which occasion it was.
With
But
MDs?
yeah, like and that's why like honestly,
And I was y'all host. I was the one bringing y'all on stage. That
I
was
think
the
I
first
remember
time.
that though. I think I remember that.
y'all were young, man, but y'all was getting off. I was more so quiet, so I didn't even know.
I think I
y'all
remember
didn't know
what you're
that I was
talking
the
about.
host.
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that was the first time I would have seen y'all, and I saw you on stage, and I was like, oh, I finally went to Exile. Because we used to see, I used to see our songs on social media and on Facebook, of course, back then. But before we get into questions, let's take a little commercial break. Let's get to our sponsors. All right, welcome back to Trouble Talk 242, Season 11. We here with the Mugger Dog, Bahamian Trae. All right?
I definitely think this is the first time on record being called the Mugger Dog.
Yeah, because you gave me that name, so I was
it's
like, man,
crazy.
you really the Mugger Dog. So
It's
we like,
crazy.
that's a us thing, all right?
Yeah,
Nobody,
really,
we can't share that
really.
beyond us. But before I get into your questions that I have for you, I know we would have worked together on different platforms. You definitely being one. I had to bring it up. I was going to bring it up later, but I can bring it up now. The last time we worked together would have been the Reindeer Tales that we did, and you being one of Reindeer.
Reindeer.
All right, and that was my first playwright. First
Trae.
time me writing a play from scratch, and I loved the cast. I ain't gonna lie. I think I handpicked all of my characters and everybody came through. So shout out to my whole Reindeer Tales crew. And I definitely want to try probably bring that play back at some point or some capacity. But I still trying to figure that out. But in the meantime, it was great to have you in that. And then I see you
Appreciate
doing
that.
some more of your thing now, branching out and doing your stuff. And I appreciate that. So I want to ask, how do you describe, you could talk about your music, all right? How do you describe your music style or your genre that you do?
Well,
Yeah, is it Bahamian? Is it
I mean, when you say is it Bahamian, what
when
do
I
you
say
mean?
sorry, not is it Bahamian, is it because it's not you don't do mostly rake and scrape. What do you do? Rap. You do Bahamian rap? Or you do that's why I say how would you describe your genre?
You know, before I do get into it, you know what's interesting? It's interesting that when it comes to music and Bahamians doing music, it's interesting how we usually rope the idea of it only could be Bahamian if it's rake and scrape. And guess what? That's why the reason why I stopped for a second, because right now what I would describe my style in the type of a lot of the music that I'm releasing right now would be considered Bahamian dancehall. Some of it is Bahamian soca.
Okay.
And early on in my career, I did a lot of Bahamian rap. So
okay.
like what I believe in when describing, not just for me, but for other artists that do music as well in the Bahamas, I think a lot of times we take away the fact that once a Bahamian is doing whatever genre, it then becomes Bahamian rap, Bahamian this, Bahamian that. So what that would be considered, of course, is a subgenre. Because, I mean, the best example that I could give for it is, for example, K-pop.
Okay.
In Korea, they make pop music, and it's
Right,
called
K-pop.
K-pop.
Yeah, no, I know
and
that.
they don't do it exactly like how the normal pop music is done. Some of them, like Oppa Gangnam Style, I believe was K-pop. And half of the song was not in English. One line, I think, was in English. Hey, sexy lady.
That's it.
Everything else was like pure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I bring in home when it comes to, okay, Bahamian dancehall. I do it in my Bahamian accent. And some of the beats may have a certain level of Bahamian influence in terms of the way that the instrumentation is. But however, for right now, what I'm doing is Bahamian dancehall.
Bahamian dancehall. Okay, cool.
But nonetheless, Caribbean music.
Caribbean music. All right.
Yes.
So Bahamian dancehall is good. I think let me quickly elaborate on, and this just from the top of my dome. When people say Bahamian music, because our national music genre of music is rake and scrape, it is rake and scrape. Used to be calypso, if not still is. I don't think we do calypso anymore. But rake and scrape, I think that's why generally people would rope that in, like, okay, as either Junkanoo, I mean, not even Junkanoo, but rake and scrape being our native music style.
See, and
I
when,
don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I just I'm glad you clarified that.
because
we have
let me show
Bahamian
you
rap
the
and
reason why it's so, like, we have to, like, I wouldn't just say be careful, but also to be more so to be mindful about the way that we speak on conversations like this. Because when you say Bahamian music now, right, Turks and Caicos people do rake and scrape too. So that's the reason why the other day there was a big argument on TikTok when people were doing TikToks with Man and Law, and they was like, oh, Bahamian music, sweet, eh? And Turks people was like, no, it's not Bahamian music. So you see where that is a
No, I
conflict
get it.
when it comes to, because
I
Man
get
and Law
it.
would not be considered a Bahamian
No, I
song,
get it.
though
I
it's
get it.
rake and scrape. It's not a Bahamian song. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not sure if he has probably ties to the Bahamas, as for most people who are from Turks.
well, yeah.
However, but they say, hey, that's Turks music.
Okay,
You see what
okay,
I'm saying?
okay, I
So
get it, I
that's
get
the
it.
reason why when it comes to describing things, like it would be more like I would definitely consider it progressive if it would be more like just saying that, hey, we have Bahamian genres,
Right.
and some of them are subgenres, but some of our main, like you say, genres would be like rake and scrape, gombe, and some people have even taken it further to like create a junkanu sound when it comes to
Right.
because
Sure,
a lot of what
junkanu,
the early Bahamian stuff was like the rhythm of it was that boom ta boom
That
kala,
junkanu.
and that beginning part of Loki Staggerly as well. That I was standing, you see what they saying? So junkanu. So you have, and
I
then
should
Sweet
have a
Emily
drum.
does that a lot too as well in her music. You will notice
The
that.
Queen of Junkanu.
Exactly, and you would notice that when you hear her vibe, we have Bahamian genres,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. But then when you talk about Bahamian music, we have to like I always go for the Ronnie Butler ideology whenever it comes to describing Bahamian
Shout out
music,
to
and
the late
Bahamian
Ronnie
music
Butler.
is music that's made by a Bahamian.
Got you. Well, I with you on that, you know.
Yeah.
Because
No, I just making
keep
it
in
clear
mind
for everybody who may
here.
just, you
And
know what I
that's
mean?
important because we have had a lot of artists, Bahamian artists, on the show. And so previous shows and I get to learn a little bit more each time I have an interview. You basically say the same thing, so I could see that you guys are in sync in what you're saying. But it's always a learning process for me. But anyways, I have another question for you. One of my favorite, actually. Who inspired you to do music, and at what age?
Very good question. I would say that there's so many different inspirations that now when I look in hindsight, I realize that I take heed to a lot of the influences that were direct and indirect as at a young age. Like for example, I remember being around my brother a lot, and he would play a lot of music, right? And then I just was even talking to my mom about how me and my dad used to like watch this thing called Western Consciousness. What that actually was like this stage show that was held in Jamaica, and it was like, I believe, mainly a reggae vibe, and it was like you had artists like Turbulence and Bushman, and I remember like sitting down as a kid watching these performers. And I also remember Tempo was a very, very like
Tempo was the thing.
What?
Tempo was the thing.
Yes, babe.
I wasn't allowed to watch Tempo sometimes.
What?
I wasn't allowed to watch Tempo.
That's a different conversation. For a different day.
I grew up in school.
But I promise you, like stuff like that, I realized indirectly had an effect on me. And I also attribute to some of my inspiration as well to, like, I had cousins that I realized now. And like I say, it wasn't until like thinking in hindsight, oh, flip. My cousins who used to had me performing for them low key, like dancing and thing like that. And you know what I mean? I realized that my musical inspiration comes from so many different people, so many different things that if I was to start to call names, like it would be crazy. Now, when it comes to inspiration, like directly, like musically, I'm definitely inspired by a lot of the Bahamian artists. I'm inspired by a lot of artists out in different countries as well. Like it's just so many different people and so many different things that I can realize and say, yeah, this definitely had something to do with who I
your
is
music.
today.
Okay. And what age did that start though?
Well, Temple was 05. Like this had to been from like you when I was like 5. I didn't know.
Listen, the reason why I didn't say anything because I know the age gap between me and you.
And I was like, that's why I think I paused for a second.
Yeah,
And
I
I
had
was
to
like,
take that moment of silence because I don't want nobody. Y'all like to knock me for my age, and I leave in that. I think I look good for my age. Y'all leave me alone, okay?
But this started at like very young as a
05,
kid that I
05.
realized like, and even that Western consciousness thing I tell you about, like, I was watching that as like a toddler, but like a very young age. We were watching a lot of those stuff. And
wild.
yeah.
All right. Well, I have another question. I could squeeze in 2 questions, but let's see. What is your most memorable moment in your music career? Just a moment in time that was like, I can't forget that if you pay me.
I have two. One was like you spoke about one show. I think the first time we performed in Andres, I'll never forget it. I take off my shirt, the crowd went wild. That was crazy. Like I talk about, the crowd was roaring. And my next most memorable moment would be performing with Ronnie Butler on Awaki.
That is definitely that should have
Can't-
definitely be one. You can't even.
Yeah, but can't forget that.
No,
We'll never
no,
forget that.
no, can't forget that one. I with you on that. I with you. And then I got ask you one more. You transition into what I wouldn't say transition, but just humor me. You transition into acting and stage play. Briefly describe which one you enjoy doing more when it comes to the acting part.
I just was describing to someone the other day that I have a love for acting, but my love for acting will not ever, I don't think, be the same as my love for music. My love for music like will always, even as it continues to go up, like acting will always be like a second love. But
Okay.
music, I always tell people, going on stage, performing, having people sing your songs, and enjoying the idea of going on stage and having people enjoy you while you're on stage. Like, yeah, acting sometimes can be on stage as well, but it's a different feeling when performing music. I get a similar feeling sometimes when acting, but performing on the whole is Trae, but music is the love.
All right, I got you. Used to mug a dog. Used to Bahamian Trae. And they know Bahamian Trae to be the music guru. Okay, is a trio is
What, my real name?
a trio.
A Trae.
A
Yeah.
trio. I didn't used to call you that. So when I first saw this name, I was like, anyway, we ain't getting into that. I could just shout out our sponsors we could come back to. So when we come back, I definitely have a segment called Spotlight. And I can explain it as soon as we get back, but we got to shout out our sponsors. So check out our sponsors right now. Yo, wait a mic. The mic. All right, which camera are you looking? This one here? What? You only using me for the NIB one? Oh, sorry.
Making my way downtown, feeling cute, feeling sexy and all that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So I just got me some new shades. And let me tell you something. I blocked out all the haters, all the sun. And of course, your girl gotta protect her eyes from the UV. So, yeah, get at them. They're very stylish. I can't wait to show you my next pair. Because of course, your girl gotta look cute all summer long. Get at them.
Welcome to Spotlight. Welcome back to Trouble Talk 242. And we here with Bahamian Trae, the Mucka Dog. All right. Now, Spotlight is a series of this or that options, just like a would you rather kind of series, and it caters to you and who you are. All right. So I'm gonna start off by saying rake and scrape or Bahamian rap.
And you can't say both?
Whatever, man. Whatever you gonna do.
Both.
Both. Back here again. It's always the people who want both. Fine. Next one. Act in a comedy show or act in a action movie.
I've done a lot of comedy shows. So
Like a comedy movie or a action movie.
Well, still, I've done a lot of like comedy stuff, and I think I'd like to see how I would play a role in an action movie.
Okay. All right. So action movie it is. You rather go crabbing or fishing?
Fishing.
You don't know how to catch crab. You just say you know. Listen, you've been Andrews how much time now? If you don't know how to catch crab, just say so.
on those Andres trips, I was the only one who would ever catch crab whenever we see them
Everything
in
cool,
the
man.
road.
Everything cool. But you rather go fishing.
The first time I been crabbing was with my auntie down in Sandy Point in Abaco, and we was like in the bush, like literally
like y'all ain't on the edge of the.
No, not on the edge of the road. We went
Say
in
no,
the bush.
y'all
'Cause
nah,
this-
so people go. Y'all is.
See, but you got to remember, you talking to Island Boy
Yeah, I
too.
forget you from the
I
island.
spent plenty
Yes,
summers,
yes,
winters,
okay.
and thing.
I got
in
you.
Abaco
I got
and-
you.
Yeah,
Fishing it is.
fishing in.
You fishing in. Sorry, I
See
should
that?
say.
You was that asshole.
Pod night, fishing in.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Pod night. I ain't put the extra I in.
Yeah.
Kong salad or kong fritters?
Kong salad.
Kong salad.
Kong salad.
Kong salad.
Tropical.
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 Tropical. Fresh dip. Sorry, what am I saying? Fresh drip fit or made or tailor-made tux. A fresh, you know the drip fit. You're young people with the coin chain and the
I like tailor made.
when I tux say.
I've actually gotten a suit made before.
Oh, well,
yeah, man. Yes, man. You gotta chic it up sometimes.
All right, yeah. I just wanted to see where your head was. All
Yeah.
right. So tailor-made tux. All right. Would you rather be a Power Ranger or a Transformer?
You wouldn't believe I just watched Transformers the other day, and this might cause
Like
you to
for the first time?
No.
Oh.
Like watching it again. But this is what's gonna really make you.
Nothing surprises me.
I've never watched Power Rangers,
Okay, something surprised me.
so I have to say Transformers. I never watched Power Rangers.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I know the Go Power
No
Rangers.
judgment,
but I don't-
Everything cool. The ability to transport. Sorry, the ability. I don't know what's going on with me today. The ability to teleport or the ability to breathe underwater.
Breed under no. You say teleport?
Teleport, like beam me up, Scott. You wouldn't know beam me up, Scotty. You don't know Power Rangers.
That's
Just
where that come
moving-
from?
No.
Oh.
None has nothing to do. All I'm trying to say is that's old school stuff. That's all. I try to show my age right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Teleport, like I could move from here to the next room without going through the door.
Teleport.
You
And the
rather
reason
tele-
why I say no breathing and no water is
You can't swim. It's fine.
it's okay. I could swim, but I imagine that for the reasons that you would have the ability to want to breathe underwater, you only get end up encountering things that you can't fight off in that scenario. Because not because you could breathe underwater means you automatically now swim faster than a shark.
You are right. And I see, listen, the last
Or could
person
fight
I
off
did
a
this
giant
with,
squid.
I gotta remember, like, from now on, I'm just gonna write some specific outlines. You know what I mean? Because what
See, my mind is go far. Like I thinking, like, okay, I could breathe underwater, but that don't mean that I could beat the squid while I underwater. Like, or a Barry. You know, they do a talk about island things. That Barry still could kill you.
let me carefully go through the next couple. Let me carefully go through the next couple. Where am I? Okay. A Jonesa begging you for money every day, or a bill collector reminding you about a bill every day?
A Jonesa.
You rather a Jonesa ask you for $1 every day?
See, because I mean, the type of person I is, if I be honest, I'm not that guy who, when you get reach at the red light and see a Jones, I lock my door. I'm the one that screws down the window and tries to find change and give it to the Jones. So I low key would not mind doing that.
But bill collectors, you won't pay them. You won't pay them bills.
When it come to bills now, it's like I would not call the name of the company because I don't know if they sponsor the show, but oh my gosh, whenever they call, I used to be like, "Wait, like I can do it, Jet. Like give me a minute, I can do it.
Hey, I know what it is.
Like give me a minute, soldier. Like y'all have to call.
I ain't gonna
like
lie.
soldier life.
When
like,
I wrote this question,
like ease up.
I was like, boy,
with them
y'all
in mind.
y'all like Joneses?
Yeah.
Anyways, I felt that one personally. That's why I had to ask, because that's a legit question.
I hate. Matter of fact, let
Bruh.
me see what. Okay, we in the beginning of the month. They ain't calling me yet.
I am not. But that's when it's called me. Anyways, would you rather Would you rather a movie made about you, or a video game made about you?
I always just speak about a movie. Like I always just say, hey, like I literally just tell, like big up to Scully Mixed. I always just tell him, or care advice, be like, hey, when they make my biopic, make sure they don't pick me as no monster.
No.
Yeah, like I know that is going to happen. So I always just be like, hey, just make sure when they tell my story, they tell it right.
Tell it right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Last one. Being able to travel back in time or being able to talk to animals?
Mother sec. I'd love, hey, okay, you can hate this answer too, probably. The reason why I always thought about when it comes to talking to animals, why I probably wouldn't want that ability is because there are so many animals that we're not mindful of in our everyday. Like imagine if you, bro, like it could have been like 60 ants in here somewhere right now and you could imagine them all having a conversation and you could hear that. No, I would not have liked that. Mosquitoes. You can imagine like being able to hear mosquitoes conversation. You go Andres right now, you probably would like lose your mind because it's that much mosquitoes. But I also don't want to go back in time.
Being able to travel back in time.
Yeah.
Because, but that's a lot. Why you make me overthink that just now?
I am the overthinker. You ain't got to overthink it.
I am the overthinker because now I wrote these questions. You know what? We getting our
everybody might not
sponsors.
think about it the way they think about it.
Yeah, we getting our sponsors. We coming back with our 60-second challenge with Trae. And we're going to finish off the show from there. All right? So shout out to our sponsors. All right, welcome back to Trouble Talk 242. I'm sitting here with Bahamian Trae, the Magadon. All right, and so we have the 60-second challenge for you. I hope you're ready for it. So with this challenge comes a clipboard and a marker in case you want to write down. Okay, this requires you to write. You could adjust.
Okay,
yeah,
because I got
you can come up. You can come up and fix yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, this is how the challenge is going to work.
Get to see what I write.
I don't care.
Okay.
So, I'll start with a word, and you give me an animal that begins with the last letter of that word. For example, if I say the word cat, you say tiger. Okay, because cat ends with T.
Okay.
All right. So you give me an animal. Now I give you random words. Now I'm not going to give you animals. I'm going to give you random words, and you're going to give me
an animal ends with the last letter.
Right.
Of that
and
word.
you have 60 seconds, and we'll see how much you can do in 60 seconds.
How much? Okay. Let me. Yeah.
And then just according to how much you do, that's how much people we can donate our prizes to, courtesy of our sponsors.
Cool. That's a dread vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
You dread.
Yeah. Thank you.
Dread.
Thank you. Try to give back. That's what we do here at Trouble Talk.
Man,
All right?
man.
Now, we're going to start this challenge in 3. Actually, after I say the first word. Okay, sorry.
Gotcha.
So, car.
And I just keep going.
No. Bass.
Like bass drum or
Bass drum. Baseball. Bass.
Okay.
Song. Travel. Music. Concert. Salsa. Bread. Talk. You could skip if you want. Whip. Church. Time up.
Because I got to say H. What the hell starts with
Time
H?
is up. Time is up. Time is up. All right. Now, you have 9 out of 10. So we have 9 persons who we're going to donate some prizes for courtesy, prizes too, sorry, courtesy
You want to see what I
of our
don't know if
sponsors.
this.
Yes,
this,
I
this.
definitely want to read what you have. So our first animal, you have rat, because your word was car. And the second one is bass. Oh, you did ask bass guitar, hey.
Because that would be
But I did say
not like Defense
baseball.
Force base.
Yeah.
Oh, you said baseball.
Yeah, you remember?
I promise you,
You're not zoned out.
yeah, I already was like, okay,
I
bass drum.
kind of at fault because you said bass drum and I still thought BASC. I should have corrected you. So we'll still give the
Asterisk on
person
that. Oh, okay,
put a
got
gift.
you.
Still give the person a prize for that. So it'll still give you 2, okay? Because you have snake. Song. G, that's giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
Travel, you have leopard. Music, you have cat. Concert, you have tiger. Salsa, you have what?
You know what an aardvark is?
You know it's how to spell salsa?
SALSA.
Right. Oh, that's aardvark.
Yeah,
Your A
aardvark.
look funny.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because it jam up with the.
Yeah, with the curve of the G.
Good
my
thing
bad.
they can't see this. All right, so aardvark. I know what an aardvark is.
Yeah.
Why would you? Nothing.
What other animal with A? Quick.
That's all right. That's all right.
No, what other animal with
I
A?
wouldn't say aardvark. I'd say ape.
You dread. I was not gonna think ape. I'm sorry.
Aardvark.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I promise you, ape would has not come into my mind. Just that's why I was like, give me
This
another
is
one.
crazy.
Yeah, but I was
Ant.
good. Yeah, you bad.
That's all
You
right.
bad.
That's all
You
right.
bad.
Everything cool. Yeah, but I just see like this is why your brain's so unique and you could write music because nobody that I know would say that bar. Anyway, where was I? Oh, bread. You said dog.
This one might be wrong.
Talk. You said what?
You know what a kraken is?
Is-
That's a real animal or not?
That is not a real animal.
It
That
ain't
is
real?
not a real animal.
It's not considered the giant squid, Loki. No, or a kraken is just a mythical one.
I scared to ask AI because they could give you a legit answer. Do not ask AI because AI will give you a real answer and they would not tell you it don't exist. I'll give Kraken.
You sure? No, man, we can't.
Yeah,
give
we
kraken.
can't give Kraken. That's
It's
just
Kraken.
because we didn't give a freebie. I don't know where
Yeah.
Kraken come from.
Yeah.
What you do with Pirates of the Caribbean?
Hey, tell her.
Whip, you have panda and church. Give me an animal. Even though you don't have the H. Give me one on top of your head. The H. Let's just skip that.
Hippo.
Just because you say ha, from you say ha. Let's just go somewhere else. All right. But Trae, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. Definitely, I want
pleasure
you to
being
come
here,
back
man.
again.
It's been a pleasure being here.
And I do have a gift for you before I give my outro.
Stop it.
One of our major sponsors, of course, my brand, Stay Shady Face Fashion. Just want to put that there. And I do have, as y'all can see, some nice shades there, courtesy of
Stop that, and you know I love
so,
I love my shades
this to
and
you.
thing. I love. Hey.
I get it to you. I get it to you. The mug
The
and dog.
mug and
And just in case you want to put them on, I know you have specs on already.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Let
man, you
me try. In the case of the cases,
So I
case.
saw those shades and it reminded me like I didn't just
me?
pick. Yeah,
Stop it.
I didn't just pick shades. I got them because I feel like this was Bahamian Trae style.
Stop it.
And
man.
I don't know.
This is like a modern
probably
Ronnie
love the-
Butler vibe, man. Stop
these
that
nice babies.
stinking dirty.
You probably have to pop that off. There you go.
Man.
And so what you can do is try it on. And I know you like to wear blue and stuff.
Stop the A.
Hey! I tell you.
Tilly.
Shady.
Tilly. Well, last
Everybody-
year, Tilly.
Stop doing that now. Stop doing that now. Stop doing that
I
now.
like this. I like this.
Yeah, man.
I like
Gives
this.
you stay shady.
Anyone know something? Speaking of Eleuthera, I just left some shades in Eleuthera. So this is actually like two on point. 2 on point. I appreciate you like
Things just
immensely.
come together.
Polar rat. Man, stop it. That means that you can look underwater with underwater. You can look underwater with it.
Underwater. Sorry. That's so weird to me, that song. But I like it. It's catchy. But
I
so,
appreciate these.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You will be seeing me wear these.
Wait.
Big up to
Stay shady, buddy.
Stay
Face
Shady,
fashion.
wait, big up
So
to
that's
Stay
the boy
Shady.
Models International. That's my brand. I actually want to get my brand, but get my labels on them, inscribed on my shades. I haven't reached that stage yet, but I'm getting there. You know what I mean?
Getting there.
Building.
one step at a time.
One step at a time. One of our major sponsors. So we're gonna go straight into our thought of the day. All right. Like I say, thank you for coming on the show. Now for my thought of the day. We have to get serious in this mode, okay? Yeah.
Serious. No mirror.
No mirror. Let's put that. Thank you. Thought of the day. If you are feeling down,
Down.
remind yourself
You.
that everything is gonna be okay.
Because I got to feel it.
Unless it's not, then you should just get a cookie. Anyways,
That's it.
yeah. That's what I saying. All right. So
No,
if
man. I need to
everything
hear
is
that
okay.
one more time.
All right, I
That's
got
my
you. Sorry.
One more time. One more
One more time.
One more time.
If you're feeling down, remind yourself that everything will be okay. Unless
That's
everything
right.
ain't okay. And then in that case, you should just grab a cookie. Anyways, this is your boy Mullis International saying, be good or be good at it. Yeah, be with your boy, the Monkey Dog.
Crazy.